Hi fellow viewers to everybody. My name is Steve, the owner of this video account. By the way, my necrological video is about the death of our Negros Oriental Province Governor. I'm referring to Roel Ragay Degamo. Okay, a lot of viewers would like to know the whole details. By the way, I would like to inform to the viewers and audiences that this is about more on details only, not necessarily the name of the killers, because there is no proof yet. So as a necrology, we are still gathering data that is a concrete basis, but the important is when did he born, when did he die, and the background. Okay, by the way, this is the most important details that I gather as a necrologist. His full name is Roel Ragay Tigamo. He was born on April 29, 1966 in municipality of Shaton. Shaton is far from Dumaguete City, Negros Oriental. In his personal background, he was born poor family, fisherman from his parents. On his educational background, he is finished studied elementary in Pio Makahi Memorial School. Then high school, he finished St. Louis School Don Bosco, so that is in Dumaguete City. So he grew up. Then in college, he finished Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering 1989. Silliman University. So after he finished his course, he already automatic take board exam. He passed. During that time, so he finished a licensed mechanical engineer. He already worked as a mechanic and driver in Napocor, or known as National Power Corporation. That's the acronym of Napocor, National Power Corporation. Mechanic and driver, so there's a machineries background. Then in 1992, a year after, he was promoted to senior plant mechanic, National Power Corporation also. Oh, by the way, he worked not in this province, he worked in Palawan. So that's that time it was a Southern Tagalog region, or Region 4. At present, it is already called Mimaropa. So that time, so senior plant mechanic that time. Then 3 years later, 1995, he became an electrical control operator of the integrated barge management, 1995. So that's how he works. Then that time, when he was already earning he go back to his province. So he tried to run as municipal councilor. By the way, he ran municipal councilor for three terms. So from 1988 to 1998 to 2007, 3 terms. Because in Philippine law, if you run a councilor in one term, it is 3 years. So he reached 9 years, so 3 terms. Then after that, 2007, he ran for board member 3rd district. Then suddenly, it goes like this. It happens so many 2 passing posthumous governors. I'm referring to Emilio Macias II. Then after that, it was taken over by the former Dumaguete City Mayor. It was Agustin Tuting Perdices. Then he did not expect that there will be happen of operation of stomach cancer. Yes, Governor Perdices died of stomach cancer on January 5, 2011. Then the DILG suddenly appointed him as governor because of all highest votes of board member that time. So he's the highest, so he did not expect that he will be a vice governor, then governor. By the way, during his term as a leadership of governor in that province, he reached 4 terms. 4 terms. The last part is the most important is during his death, there was a medical outreach program on the house of their couples. By the way, he married Janice Valiega de Gamo, the mayor of Pamplona, because that is the place of incident happened. Pamplona, Negros Oriental. Then he did not expect that there was multiple firing range. He was shot several times, so unexpected. Then during that shooting incident, the killers did not know that there was a CCTV, so they were caught on camera, but there were masks. So that's it. Then he was rushed to hospital. Then by 11:41 a.m. on March 4, 2023, that is Saturday, the hospital pronounced him dead on arrival. So he did not make it, even if he rushed to hospital. So because of due to several gunshot wounds, so he died at age 50. Based on my record, let me double check. 56, not 57, because he did not reach April, so he died on March 4, 2023, Saturday. Okay, I hope that this video will call up attention and the most important details I already mentioned. By the way, as a necrology practitioner, I'm based in the Philippines because I was born here in Philippines, and at the same time I'm also a foreign necrologist. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you read the whole content of this video, you can click like, you can share it to the fellow viewers. Thank you for listening. Good morning.